clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking for a gap. It's Fox. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looks left and finds his target there. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Oh, the defense, they get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Fights through a tackle.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Sticking with the running game. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, it looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
That's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Notre Dame. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they've got themselves a lead.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback making some changes at the line. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks loose at the 45. It's a big return off the INT. They steal the offensive possession.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First down. They're going to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw to the left side. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. On the ground, it's Fox. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Press coverage now from these DBs. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they get him down to wrap up the 1st period of play.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Notre Dame 10, Michigan 0.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And there's the handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
It has been a tough 1st half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
Coverage team brings down the returner.
And the Notre Dame offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the tailback's got it again. Running through the tackle. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Can he make it to the marker? Good enough for the first down to the 37. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line, they get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
They're going to run it here. Fights through the tackler. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he's got some open field ahead. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. That sack makes it third down. quarterback dropping back. Pulls it in. It's downs. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Chris, they're going to come up a little bit short of the first down, but this is a great effort here by the entire offense to give themselves at least a chance, a much better chance of converting here if they decide to go for it on fourth down.
The pass and the field goal, Jeff. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. The back's got it. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll try the left side with a toss. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And the wideout goes in motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The Wolverines will look to convert here on fourth down. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Irish.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner is brought down to start with the next drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it. The Wolverines hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And he's back to throw again on second down. And he's going to launch it deep again. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Oh, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock. And that'll cost the offense 5. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Play action here on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. That one's incomplete. An interesting first down call, but it doesn't work. This will likely be the last play of the half. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 10. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Notre Dame offense will take over first and 10.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. And now from the pistol formation. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Fox. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The pass ball is incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in 1 play. Can they keep it going? Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. He'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. Gets into space at the 50. He's out of bounds after a nice gain, and finally a spark of life from this offense.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Well, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history at playing linebacker.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Quarterback drops back on 3rd and long. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right in the double coverage and pays for it. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Wideouts now clustered. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Tough to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hand off to the single back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go under heavy pressure, takes a shot. And it's complete downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Now they're running on the toss. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
First down here for this offense. An inside give now from the shotgun. He stopped it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. Big gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down here to 31.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the grab. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Looking to chuck it again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Moves the ball up to the 30. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
He'll hand it off. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Second down now after the sack. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Offense is back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for a deep completion. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Looking for some space. It's Downs. He's found some room at the 45. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Breaking through defenders. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. The linebacker shifting around now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So second down after the incompletion. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
We go with a direct snap. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Ball handed off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grab behind the line. It's Downs. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking for a fourth down conversion. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Great stop by the defense, still a 3-point game. Let's see what the offense can do. This is a crucial possession. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Yeah, I can understand the play call here. Backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. But you got to be careful of being too conservative. Because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they're selling out against this run game.
Getting set. Here's second down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Single back, takes the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the offense will just take a knee. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.